Modern Tamil blockbusters are a study in sensory intensity. They are defined by hyper-saturated color palettes, kinetic camera work, and the driving 6/8 rhythm of Ghana street music. This specific aesthetic dominates the urban landscape of South India. Enormous billboards tower over busy streets, reflecting an industry that commands the attention of millions and sets the region's cultural tempo. It raises the question of where these creative choices, the bold colors, the percussive sounds, and the specific character archetypes, actually originated. These choices are not a modern invention. They represent the latest iteration of industrial and artistic practices that have existed in the Tamil country for over 2,000 years. To understand the modern cinema, we have to follow a shimmering thread that reaches back long before the invention of the camera. That thread begins with the silkworm and the practice of sericulture. Raising these insects to harvest their cocoons has been a primary driver of Tamil industry for millennia. Understanding the roots of modern film requires us to examine the ground, the ancient inscriptions, and the traditional looms of the early Tamil society. Physical evidence of early Tamil urbanization is still being recovered today. At archaeological sites like Kiladi, excavations show a sophisticated society with trade networks that reached across the sea. Weaving was the most vital industry in this economy after agriculture. It was a decentralized network where women spun cotton threads by lamplight and farmers took up weaving as a secondary occupation. To maximize production, farmers used organic techniques like Panchagavya foliar spray. By applying liquid nutrients directly to the leaves, they boosted the health of the mulberry plants, which allowed the silkworms to produce larger, higher-quality cocoons. These vibrant filaments were then hand-woven into Kanjivaram silk. The fabric was so labor-intensive and valuable that towns like Kanchipuram became dedicated hubs for South Indian silk weaving. This chart shows the performance of the Anna Silk Exchange in Kanchipuram. If you look at the achievement column, you can see the exchange handles over 100 metric tons of raw silk in a typical year, demonstrating the sheer volume of this industry. This widespread industry created the economic and social stability that allowed Tamil culture to invest in complex forms of art and storytelling. This social structure is recorded in stone. Epigraphic evidence from the imperial Chola period indicates that women during this time possessed high social status and acted as significant patrons of the arts. These women asserted their presence through the visual signs of their power, vibrant dyed garments and specialized jewelry that marked their status in the community. Filmmaker Mani Ratnam is credited with revitalizing the archetype of the strong, independent woman in modern Tamil cinema. His characters, such as Divya in Manaragam or Tara in O Kadal Kanmani, consistently assert their agency. This independent streak mirrors the high social status of women documented in those ancient Chola inscriptions. While the history of the elite was carved into temple walls, the history of the laborers was preserved in sound. Natu Pura Patu, or Tamil folk music, grew directly from the songs of those working in the fields and at the looms. The instruments of this tradition were built for communication and ritual. The parai and the urumi drums produced the robust percussive sounds necessary for synchronized labor and village celebrations. The music used simple pentatonic melodies and a leader chorus format. This structure allowed for communal participation, making the music accessible to the entire working-class community. These driving rhythms established a percussive foundation that would eventually move from the rural village into the modern film score. Modern Tamil cinema operates with the same intentionality as the ancient loom. Every scene is staged by design, using specific visual tools to build its narrative. The use of contrasting bold colors to signify identity, a hallmark of Kanjivaram silk, parallels how modern directors use color palettes to define their characters and stories. This analysis of PETA illustrates color as a narrative tool. Figure 5.6.2 frames the protagonist in yellow lighting, symbolizing the victory of good. By contrast, Figure 5.6.1 shows the antagonist in a red environment, representing danger and territorial dominance. Similarly, the folk rhythms of the laborers have evolved into Ghana, the modern street music that provides the rhythmic energy for contemporary Tamil cinema. By integrating these colors, the driving folk rhythms, and traditional character archetypes, modern Tamil films carry forward a history of creative and industrial choices that has defined the region for 2,000 years.